Harjiv Singh, founder and CEO of Cambrian, and joins us for a quick chat. Thank you for speaking to us at Business Today. First of all, tell us about how is AI building up in terms of marketing, because we see a whole lot of marketing agencies, marketing companies facing troubles because the clients now themselves indulge into businesses through ChatGPT and other AI platforms. So tell us, how's the response been when it comes since when AI is has come into the market? How are the marketing companies dealing with these problems?
Yeah, so CambrianEdge.ai, our platform is the world's first native AI platform for integrated marketing. The way we think about this is that a lot of global work, the largest amount of salaries in enterprises is in marketing. A lot of people think it's in technology. It's $1.1 trillion according to Foundation Capital. So that job market is going to be disrupted unless marketers enable and embrace themselves with AI. It is very critical because in large enterprises, it's not that easy to adapt that fast, and that's the opportunity for marketers who are able to embrace this technology. And we've built this for everybody, from large enterprises to small individual workers. One of the things we see is even in the biggest networks like WPP, Omnicom, those mergers at the largest global level, there's a lot of layoffs in marketing. But at CambrianEdge.ai, it's a platform that allows them to scale up. We have about 300 people in enterprises across 18 countries that are already on the platform. We can do everything from creating content to in video, text, amplifying, analysis of all of the stuff. That's why you need a platform, because individually doing things is no longer viable. You have to think platform. You have to think, how do you get the latest technological upgrades on AI within the workflow that you have, and you have to rethink the way organizations and companies are also structured.
So is marketing agencies, marketing companies really at a risk of losing their businesses, very plumb businesses from the clients that they used to cater to, in order of AI? Is AI really troubling and rumbling the marketing companies and agencies, especially who create content for them in a charge of a huge sum? So is there really a problem for these companies?
I think it's a problem for the companies that do not use AI. If they know how to use it, it is a superpower. And that's what I tell everybody. We have about 8 or 10 agencies globally that are already on our platform. They love it. It has actually enabled their team to do much better creative work than they could have done in the old days, because a lot of the manual work is getting automated, right? Say you write a press release, you're a PR agency, it's a click of a button. You can translate in any language in a click of a button. Your writing styles, you can adapt to any global writing style in English, whether it's in the US or in UK or Australia, click of a button.
All right. So coming on to your company, Cambrian Edge, so what edge are you probably giving to the consumers out there? Because you're still at beta stage in India, you have globally established yourself, but what about India market? How's it looking like to you? What numbers are we looking at here?
So India has a very large marketing services industry. But it is not as large as the US or Europe, right? So we're behind there. But I think the way the platform is built, so we're a New York headquartered company. Our target audiences are global. We work with them around the world. And India is going to be one of the largest markets for AI usage. If you see even ChatGPT, one of the highest usage comes from India. But see, ChatGPT is, just getting to be literate about AI. It is not the AI fluency that you need, because by fluency, you have to think with AI. You should know what it can do, what it can't do, right? And I think most of us are just scratching the surface of the power of AI, and I think that's what marketing agencies need to really understand. And if they're not having this conversation today, they'll be outmoded in literally 12 to 18 months, which means they will not have a business to go after.
So a lot of companies that I know of personally are attached with marketing agencies in particular, the small production houses, medium production houses who cater to these data demands, and that's how the entire value chain has worked globally in India as well. So how will these these small to medium production agencies who cater to the to the agencies really work with AI being in the picture? Because ultimately the companies would hire AI and platforms to cater to them and don't hire these local ground level workers. So how would you? What's your message to them?
So my message is very clear. So I'll give you an example, especially video. So on our platform, one of the global agencies created a video that got global awards for their client. It was a very large country, I think it was a commodity that they created a video. they were able to be more creative and they were able to bring down the cost of doing it, right? So people who know their work really well and are experts at that, AI is a superpower. That's what I keep saying. Get to know how to use it. That's your opportunity. But if you don't learn, because, remember when the bicycle moved to the automobile, if you didn't learn how to drive, you would be in the slow lane, right? It's the same with
Say
it.
hi to the email. So I want to lastly ask you, how's your India business going? Of course, when are you planning to go finally full throttle at an Indian market? How many clients do you plan to get on board? What are the numbers looking like at initial stage? I know it's an initial stage, but yes, why not?
I think in India, we're going to launch globally by early mid-April. And of course, it's global, so India is part of the mix, and India is a large market. It's a market I know very well. And I think in India, also technologically, I think we'll give an edge to the agencies here because they can start competing globally. Today, they can't. Indian agencies going out of India, very few. Very few. It's the other way around. Look at the entire
How would you
market.
empower them, Harjiv? How would you empower these companies to probably go beyond and do the little legit AI stuff and build their marketing?
So, if India can build the global back office for tech services, we can do it in marketing too. But we give them the latest technology to do that. We give them the AI platform that they can do anything on. And that's the power of CambrianEdge.ai, because the way to think about this is not that, oh, my business is going to go down because of AI. It's like, how do I flip it and say, how do I get a global market? And I think that's the opportunity for Indian agencies.
Could you tell us what would be the market size of AI in marketing, in particular in India, through AI especially? Have you done any numbers, any research on that?
So I think, as I said, globally it's a $1.1 trillion in salaries that are paid for marketers, right? So it's one of the largest spends. Most analysis is that, it's going to reduce jobs, so that the cost is going to come down and companies will make more money. But I think what they're not looking at is the future that nobody's imagining, that every time new technology comes, the market expands. And I think that's the opportunity for India. India, as I said, it's a much smaller fraction of the global industry. If you just compare the size of, I guess, if you look at the PR industry, I'll use one of the parts of the marketing industry. In the US, it's a $20 billion industry, right? In India, it's less than $500 million.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.